Okay, so we will start. So yesterday we had completed the concept of while loop. So today we will cover another loop, that is Python for loop. So regarding Python for loop, in collection we have known some little bit information, because we have seen to retrieve all data items from any collection, maybe list, maybe set, or maybe tuple, or maybe dictionary, we had used for loop. So we can say for loop. So if I will write some point, the for loop is used to iterate over a sequence. The sequence may be any collection or a, any string value or a string value, because a string value consisting a group of characters. So we can retrieve each character one by one through for loop. Okay, so we will see the collection may be any collection, maybe list or maybe set or maybe tuple or maybe dictionary. So overall, if I will say the for loop is used to retrieve all data items, or when, if I will write, that means when our frequent operation, our frequent operation is retrieving all data items from a collection or string value, then we use for loop. We will say, suppose, let I have a list, let list name is fruits. Name of the list is fruits. Suppose we have a list, the list containing some data items. Let apple, let banana, let orange, let cherry. Suppose I have a list already. This point you all have known. So now I want to retrieve all data items of fruits. So what I will write? So I will write for k in fruits. I will print k. That means what? For each value of fruits in k, I will print k. So how the control will understand? This is the loop body. Print of k. This is the loop body. So how the control treat? So you remember here k is loop variable. The first data item, apple, will assign in k, then body will execute. In for loop mechanism, when a data item assigning into a loop variable, then loop body will execute. So similarly, the value apple will assign in k. Now print k, body will execute, so print apple, apple will print. After executing the body, the control will go to the next data item. Next data item is banana. Now the value banana will assign in k. Now I will print k, that means print banana. After executing the body, the control will go to the next data item. Next data item is orange. Now orange will come to k. then print K will execute, that is print orange. Then after executing the body, the control will go to cherry. Now the data item cherry will come to K. Now this body will execute print cherry, so cherry will print. After executing the body, the control will go to next data item, but the control, okay, there is no data item that the control will find. So when no data item, then the loop will terminate. When the control will find no data item, then the loop will terminate. So before, so at that time of termination, already we got apple, banana, orange, and cherry. Just to see, now I will hit run. Just to see, I got apple, banana, orange, cherry. So we can say it is a sequence. The name of the sequence is fruits. Using for loop, we retrieved all data items. Similarly, I can retrieve each character from a string value. I can write for x in, let x is my what loop variable banana. So I will write print x. Just to see, now I will hit run. So BANANA, each character retrieved using for loop. Okay, there. I hope everybody getting clarity. Give a response.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
and we will go to next point. Python break statement. Python break statement. Break break statement. It is a transfer statement. It is a transfer statement. So when a break statement executes based on a condition inside a loop, then the loop will terminate. This is the purpose of break. Before break, we have known how currently we knew how a loop is terminating. When the control is finding no data item, loop is terminating. In case of while loop, when the conditional section becoming false, then the loop is terminating. Okay. Now another point that we knew, that is break statement execution. So break is a such type of break. Basically, break is a keyword. So break statement is a such statement when we will execute based on a condition, and that conditional expression you have specified, you will specify inside the loop. So when that break execution is done, then immediately the process will stop. That means loop will terminate. So we will see through one example. Same example if I will, yeah. So I will go to this Jupyter notebook environment. If I will just copy it, same by taking this example. Okay, suppose I will write now if, okay, if k double equals to, if k double equals to orange, if k double equals to orange, then break. Okay, then you tell what is the output. First of all, you see what is the loop body. This is the loop body. Loop body is what? One print statement, that means one output statement and one if expression. Okay, so if expression, how it will execute, that already we all have known. If condition is true, then if body will execute, otherwise if body will not execute. So loop body is what? Print k, and another is if expression. So when a loop body is executing, when the data item apple will assign into k. Just to see, for k in fruits, first apple will assign into k. So when the data item apple assigned in k, now loop body executed. print k, apple printed. Now, if k means apple, the value of k is apple. So, if apple double equals to orange, condition is false. If condition is false, then break will not execute. Then, after executing the loop body, then the control will go to the next data item. So, next data item is banana. Now, the data item banana will assign in k. So when the data item assigned in K, again body will execute print K, print banana. If banana double equals to orange, again condition is false. Then break will not execute. So after executing the body, control will go to the next data item. Now the next data item is orange. The data item orange will assign into K. Again body will execute print K, orange printed. So if orange double equals to orange, now condition is true. Orange double equals to orange, condition is true. Now break will execute. So when the break will execute, loop will terminate. So before that, apple, banana, orange already have printed. Now I will hit run just to see apple, banana, orange. So give a response. I hope everybody got clarity.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, so everybody is
Yes, sir.
writing. I hope everybody is writing. And the most important point is how the control is understanding. Okay, when a data item assigning into a loop variable, loop body is executing. After loop body execution, control is going to the next data item. Then next data item is coming to loop variable. Again, the loop body is executing and this process is going on. Okay, but here when the break statement executed, we have written break statement executes based on a condition. We have specified if condition and overall the if expression that we have specified inside the for loop. So that's why I have written when break statement executes based on a condition inside a loop, then the loop is terminating. So just to see same point, just I'm specifying. I copied and here I paste here. Suppose here I will not write the print statement. Now here I will write the print statement. So what is the output? So you guess what is the output? So now loop body is
For
first.
apple and banana.
So this is the loop body. One is if expression and one is print k, that is output statement. So as usual, what is the loop mechanism? So according to the loop mechanism, so you tell, so what will be the output?
Apple and banana.
Yes, so first apple will come to K, now body will execute. If apple double equals to orange, condition is false, then break will not execute, then the control will go to the print K, print apple. Apple print K is not the body of if and print, this is the body of loop. Break is the only of body of if. Okay, then banana came to K, then body executed. If banana double equals to orange, condition is false, break will not execute, then print K, banana printed. Then after executing the body, the control will go to the next data item orange. Now orange will come to K, again body will execute if orange double equals to orange. Now the condition is true, break will execute. Once break executed, process is stopped. Now the loop terminated. So print K when the value is orange, so condition is true. So break executed. Now the control so cannot execute print K. So it will print apple and banana. You see output is apple and banana. So give a response. I hope everybody got clarity. What
Yes,
is
sir.
break?
Yes, sir.
Then we will go to continue. So like break continue is a keyword, continue is another statement. Like break, continue. is another transfer statement. Similarly, I can write when a continue statement, executes based on a condition inside a loop. Here, loop will not terminate an iteration will skip. One iteration will skip. So, in case of continuous statement, loop will not terminate. In case of continuous statement, loop will not terminate, but like break statement, when it will execute based on a condition inside a loop, one iteration will skip. We will see how an iteration is skipping. So, write Python continuous statement. Okay, so same example, if I will write just instead of break, I will write continue. Okay, just to see the loop body is what one is if expression, another is one output statement. So what is the loop mechanism? Then accordingly we will see now the first data item apple will assign into k. Apple will assign into k. Now the loop body will execute. If apple double equals to orange, condition is false, then continue will not execute because continue is the body of if. Now control will come to print k, apple printed. Now after executing loop body, the control will go to the next data item. Next data item is banana. Now banana will come to k, and again body will execute banana double equals to orange. Now the condition is false. Again continue will not execute, print k, banana printed. Then after executing the body, the control will go to the next data item orange. Now the data item orange will come to k, again body will execute if orange double equals to orange. So here condition is true. So here condition is true. Continue will execute. So you remember now the iteration is in orange. So when continue will execute after the remaining statement, maybe one statement, maybe more than one statement. Here we have one statement. The remaining statement will not execute. In which line the continue statement executing, the control switch over to the next iteration. Now the data item is cherry will come to k. So again I am repeating, when the continue statement will execute, remaining statement will not execute because on that line the control again will go to the next data item. Okay, so that is called as skipping one iteration. Now the control is in orange data item, but when the continue executed, immediately the control skipped it to cherry. So as a result, whatever we have the remaining statement, that remaining statement never able to get a chance to execute. Now print k, orange should print, but after execution of continue or print orange, that will not print because the control skipped it to cherry. So now the cherry will come to k. Again the body will execute cherry double equals to orange. Condition is false. Continue will not execute, print k, print cherry. Then control go to next data item. Then there is no data item. So immediately loop will terminate. So the output is apple, banana, and cherry. So see, output is apple, banana, and cherry. So when the value orange came to k, continue executed. As a result, one iteration skipped. Give a response.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
I hope you all are writing along with output.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So then we will go to the next point, very important point, one of the important point, a range function. Range, range function, range. There is a built-in function, range function. So what is range function? You remember a range function, the range function generates a sequence of number, a sequence of numbers. Here, first value, first value is 0 by default and increments by 1. Increments by 1 by default and ends. It will end at a specified number. At a specified number. So range function generating a sequence by default. The first value is 0 by default, incrementing by 1 by default, and it will end at a specified number. We will see it takes one argument or two arguments or three arguments. So we will say it takes one argument or two arguments or three arguments. We will see. Suppose I will write Python a range function. Suppose I will write for x in, suppose I will write range of 6, then print x. That means it, first of all, we will see what is the value of a range of 6. 6 is the size. That means number of data item is 6. But currently we wrote first value is 0 by default. That means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you will count number of data item, if you will count, that is 6. But range function concept is first value is starting from 0. First value is starting from 0th onwards. So definitely 0 will come to x, print 0. 1 will come to x, print 1. 2 will come to x, print 2. 3 will come to x, print 3. 4 will come to x, print 4. 5 will come to x, print 5. Then there is no data item because 0 to 5. So output is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, so we can say range function generating a sequence of numbers. By default, the first value is 0 and incrementing by 1 by default, and it is ending at a specified number. So specified number, so we are specifying. So 6 means the number of data item is 6. So that's why it will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give a response.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
if I will write for x in a range of 2 comma 6, suppose I will write print x. So what is the output? Because we have written a range function taking one argument or two argument or three arguments. So here we have taken two argument. So 6 means number of data item is 6. That means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So first two means the value 2 onwards. That means 2, 3, 4, 5. So again I'm saying, so 2 comma 6 means what? So 6 means the number of data item is 6. That means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So left 2 means the 2 onwards, the data item 2 onwards. So that means 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I will hit run. Just to see, I got 2, 3, 4, 5. Clear. So again we will see by taking three arguments for x in range of for x in range of 2 comma 30 comma suppose 3. So now print x. So what is the meaning for x in a range of 2 comma 30 comma 3? The meaning is, first of all, currently two argument we saw, 2 comma 6, similarly 2 comma 30, meaning first you analyze. 30 means the number of data item is 30. That means 0 to 29, 0, 1, 2, dot, dot, 29. Then 2 means the first data item will be 2. That means 2 onwards. Then 3 meaning, so 3 will be added for each data item. That means first data item is 2, then plus 3, that is 5, then plus 3, that is 8, then 11, then 14, then 17, then 20, 23, 26, 29, in this way. Just to see, now I will hit run. Just to see, difference is 2, then 5, 8, 11, 14, 17, 20, 23, 26, 29. Okay, so in this way we saw range function taking one argument, two arguments, or three arguments. But overall objective is one, range function generating a sequence of numbers. First value is 0 by default, incrementing by 1 by default, and it is ending at a specified number. Give a response.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so everybody is writing, I hope. So what you are feeling, Python is easy or Python is difficult?
Sir, it is easy.
Mhm. It is very easy, very easy. Okay, and another point, always according to my point of view, if everything you are able to understand, then you will feel easy. Otherwise, you will feel, no, that is complex or that is tedious. Okay, but I hope every point we will what learn in a very simple manner. So as a result, every point that we will get in clarity. So next we will go to the next point. Uh, One last point I think, that is nested loop. Nested. What do you mean by nested loop? Nested. Nested loop. When one for loop, when one for loop is embedded in another for loop. Okay, so that is called as a nested loop. One will be considered as outer loop and one will be considered as inner loop. Okay, so what is the mechanism we will see directly. So I will consider one example. Suppose I have a list. Let the name of the list is ADJ. Suppose I will write red, then I will write big, suppose this list data item, and another data item that is testing. Similarly, I have another list. Let the name of the list is fruits, and one is apple, and another data item is banana, and another data item is cherry. Now we have two lists. One is ADJ, one is fruits. So ADJ containing three data items, fruits containing also three data items. Just to see, I am representing, I am specifying a nested loop for loop variable x in ADJ, and for y in fruits. Fruits print x comma y. So what is the meaning? Now this for loop is called as outer loop. This for loop is called as outer loop, and this for loop is called as inner loop. But this is the outer loop body, whatever I am selecting, and this is print x comma y. This is inner loop body. So what is the mechanism? This is called as nested loop. When a loop is embedding with or in another loop, that is called as nested loop. So what is the mechanism? Mechanism is what? When once a condition is true in outer loop. Once a condition is true in outer loop, the whole inner loop body will exist. When inner loop will terminate, then control will go to the next data item of outer loop. And when outer loop, then the control will not find data item in outer loop list, then overall loop will terminate. Just to see, first ADJ for X in ADJ, first the data item red will assign into X. So currently, after a long discussion regarding for loop, so currently we all have got clarity how the for loop, particularly for loop, how the control treats. So when a data item assigning to a loop variable body is executed, so when the data item read, now read will assign in action, now the body will execute. So body is what? For y in fruits, print x comma y. Now x value is red. So for y in fruits, so all for each value of fruits in y, that means apple will assign in y. I will execute this body print x comma y. X value is red, y value is apple. Now after executing the body, then control will go to the banana, next data item. Now banana will come to y, again it will execute print x comma y. Now x value is red, now the value of y is banana, so red comma banana. So after executing the body, the control will go to the next data item, that is cherry. Now the data item cherry will assign in y, again body will execute print x, that is red. So then control will find inner loop terminated. So once inner loop terminated, control will go to the next data item of outer loop. Now big will assign in x. So when big will assign in x, then again the inner loop will execute for y in fruit. So print x comma y. Now apple will come to y, print x comma, then big apple, big banana, big cherry. Then tasty apple, tasty banana, tasty cherry. So output is what? Red apple, red banana, red cherry. Then a big apple, big banana, big cherry. Tasty apple, tasty banana, tasty cherry. In this way, the output we will get, just you see. Now I will hit run. Red apple, red banana, red cherry, big apple, big banana, big cherry, tasty apple, tasty banana, tasty cherry. So when the control will find no data item in ADJ, then entire loop will terminate. Clear?
Yes, sir.
This is all about nested for loop. So we will go to the last point, the pass statement. Pass is a keyword. Pass statement. So basically, suppose why pass keyword? Suppose I will write for x in. Suppose I will write 10, comma 20, comma 30. Suppose here there is no need to write something. Suppose I have no requirement to write here. Now I will suppose enter backspace. Suppose I came out from the outer. I came out from the for loop. Now I will write print high. So error will arise. So that means just to see, now I will hit run. Just to see indentation error, expected an indented block. That means what? So suppose for x in list, this is the loop body. Here I should write something. Suppose loop body, if you have, it is mandatory that you have to write something. And suppose you have not written anything and you came out from the loop, and as usual whatever you have the remaining statement, that remaining statement you are specifying, still error will arise. Then suppose if there is no need to write any statement, sometimes we will consider a loop, but loop body there is no need to write any statement. So at that moment what you write, that is pass. pass means the control will pass to the next line. So now I will hit run. So there is no error. That's why it is called as pass. That means I can write for loops. That point I can write pass. For loop cannot be empty. For loop cannot be empty. Okay. But if you for some reason with no contents, if uh, for some reason I can write, okay, for some reason if your for loop having no content, for loop having no content, okay, put then put pass statement, okay, to avoid for getting an error. Okay, very small fundamental things. So why pass? Okay, so if your for loop having no content, then what we are need to write? Simply pass. If you will not write, then definitely you can get an error. So this is all about for loop. So any question? Otherwise, we will wind up our session. So this is all about for loop, and very what important, because when what the concept of when the concept of loop is coming to the picture, everybody we will feel this is that is the for loop. Very what popular. This is very popular. So I hope everybody got clarity.
Yes, sir.
Give a
Sir,
give a response.
Yes.
excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Sir, does the range have any limits, or we can take as many arguments as we require?
Range function having three forms. One is taking one argument. You can write any number. Then taking two argument, taking three arguments. One or two or three. Okay. So within bracket, whatever you can specify the number. As for the mechanism, control will evaluate.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So thank you to all of you.
Thank
So
you.
Thank you, sir.
tomorrow, so we will go to a new